Hey, did you happen to finish that script for IT Weekly this week?
Yeah, I did.
Good,
I completed it.
Good. Hey, you want to share that with me real quick?
It's somewhere in my Google Drive.
Is your Google Drive not organized?
No, I don't really organize my Google Drive that much.
You need to stay organized in Google Drive. And let me show you how on this week's episode of IT Weekly.
Even I can admit that keeping your files in Google Drive is important to be organized.
Well, I'm glad you're admitting it. But you know what? The first step in organization is creating folders and then using the folder colors and stars feature. So one of the first steps you can do to organize your Google Drive is to create folders and place documents inside of your folders. So if you click on New and then Folder, you will get a dialog box to appear that will ask you to name that folder. So all you can do is go through and create new folders and then move items into those folders to stay organized. Another nice feature to help you stay organized is the ability to color code your folders. So if you just right click on the folder and then scroll down to change color, there are a handful of options here where you can change the actual colors of your folder. You will then see below where it says Recent in Google Photos a starred folder. And this is where you can keep maybe some important folders that you're working on or things that are most important to you. So in order to star a folder in your drive, if you just right click on that folder, you can select Add Star. And you will then see the star appear next to that folder. And then if you want to access it, you could go to the starred option and then you will find your folder there. As you can tell, adding folder colors and stars to your most important and most used folders can be very beneficial.
And the ability to share items in Google Drive is a big reason why people love this product. However, organizing these files in your shared folder can be a bit frustrating.
Two additional features to help you stay organized inside of Google Drive are the Shared With Me and Recent options. So if you select the Shared With Me, you will see, just like in your My Drive, the name column as well as who shared it with you and the date that it was shared. So keep in mind that you can organize items by the name. You can also organize them by the date that the item was shared with you or when the item was actually last modified or opened. So if you want to add a file from Shared With Me to your My Drive, if you just click and hold and then drag it over to your My Drive, now make sure you hold it if you want to put it into a subfolder, and then you can just drop it on top of the folder that you want to put that file inside of. Like I said, another option on the left-hand side is the Recent, and this will just show you the most recent files that you've opened inside of Google Drive. This is a great way to access files that you recently opened and you don't want to kind of dig around and search for.
Keep in mind that you cannot create folders within your Share With Me folder. So your best option is to move those shared items into a folder in your Google Drive.
Remember, if you're still anti-folders, but you remember the name of that file or the type of file that you created or that was shared with you, another way to locate those items is by using the search tool. So one way of searching inside of Google Drive is by typing the name of the document that you're looking for on the search bar at the very top. If you don't know the name of the document that you're searching for, but you do know that it is a Google Doc, you have the option here to select different file types like a Google text document. You also have more search tools at the bottom that you can search from. For instance, you can select the drop down next to owner, and if you know who actually created that document, you can select specific person and then type in that person's email address. You can also type in words that are actually found inside the file to help search for the file itself. Then click on search and all of those files will appear.
The search bar makes it very easy for users to find files and folders that were made available to everybody inside our domain.
You're right. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Make sure you check us out next week for another edition of IT Weekly.